Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a great day, everyone. And welcome to today's show, right? And we're going to talk about what are the major news. Not much, right? Today, I think it's still very quiet after the new year. Everyone still seems like on holiday break, right? But generally, now, if you're looking at the screen, you can still see a few of green, so that it's generally positive, and that's great. Um, First news of the day, right, which is again positive. New York lawmaker announces crypto task force via Facebook. So basically, so let me just read it. The nation's first cryptocurrency task force has been announced by New York State Assemblyman via a Facebook post yesterday. According to Clyde Vannell, who chairs the subcommittee on Internet and New Technologies for New York, the state will become the first in the US to have such a team dedicated to crypto. He added that the task force will be granted the power to study the regulation, use, and definition of crypto assets. The post adds that last week, New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo signed into the law the Digital Currency Study Bill. Now, the good thing is because New York is basically the first state, right, that will actually have a task force, and they have a good mix of people in the industry, right, both from the government and also from the. So let me just quote, right? Who are the stakeholders that will be basically consulted and included in this task force? It will include technologists, consumers, institutional and small investors, large and small blockchain enterprises, and also the academics. So it's actually a very well balanced, participation from all around to basically give input to this task force and then better advise the regulations of New York. I think this is definitely a very good step in the right direction, right? Because I mean, US, especially New York, has been not crypto friendly. I mean, they've actually been quite slow to the party because we already have seen a lot of government in Europe, Switzerland, France, even Italy. They wanted to come up with very crypto friendly regulations. And of course, over in Asia, Japan, Singapore are basically very crypto friendly now, right? So US definitely is trying to catch up to the lead, but they say, of course, them being the number one in terms of financial hub, they also need to be the number one in terms of the regulations. So now for that, they're actually bringing a task force. So, hopefully they can bring innovation. But the thing is, I think speed is more important in this space, right? Definitely that so I think it's definitely very good because again you need regulatory clarity before the institutions big money can come in and have more confidence to invest in this space. So definitely that's good. Next up, despite the long winter bear market that we have, Michael Novogratz, who is already the big owner of Galaxy Digital, he is basically increasing his stakes, right? So it's not much. He's basically increasing his stakes by another 2.5%, bringing his total stakes in Galaxy Digital to total 80%, 80. But the thing is, the significance of this news is actually that he is of course Bitcoin and crypto supporter, proponent definitely. And the thing is that he continues to be committed in this space despite the firm actually making losses last year, right? And he continued to be committed and using his actually own money as a backing. So that just shows, that basically he's putting money where his mouth is. And I think that is the significance of this news, right? Not so much of how much actually is investing. It's actually not much. I mean, it's moving like from 77.5% to now 80%. Still, he's the majority shareholder. And the other interesting thing is because he was the former partner of Goldman Sachs. So that also, gives him a lot of clout, gives him a lot of connections, right, to the Wall Street. And that definitely, I think, he definitely knows something that a lot of people don't, right? And I think that, I mean, my opinion is that he has insider information, right, on how Wall Street, how they will basically see crypto as really the future that they will make money from. And that's why I think it gives Mike Novogratz the kind of confidence to continue, invest his own money in this space, right? So let me just quickly read it. Just the main paragraphs. Former Wall Street mogul and founder of cryptocurrency merchant bank Galaxy Digital, Mike Novogratz, has started off 2019 with a big bet on the future of crypto and the company he started. Novogratz announced that he recently acquired additional 7.5 million shares for roughly 5.5 million USD. And okay, So Novograt's recent acquisition is the latest signal that he is completely confident in the future of cryptocurrencies in the face of what has been a horrendous year for the crypto industry. After the company published a report revealing heavy losses in the first quarter of 2018, this July, Novogratz stated that he was proud of the company's progress in spite of the difficulties it has faced. His optimism stayed strong throughout Q2 and Q3, which brought forth mixed financial results for the company. So there you have it. Okay. Next up, another market that is actually thriving, it means the crypto bull market, is actually the crypto lending business. What is crypto lending business? Quickly as a backdrop, is basically you use the cryptocurrencies as a collateral to actually get loans. So it's both ways. One, they are targeting, these companies are actually getting business from people who actually want to hodl, that means hold on for dear life. So they don't want to sell off their crypto at low prices despite the bear market, but they still have bills to pay, and that's why these are probably they have people who have invested too much in cryptocurrencies, and that's why they have their bills, that they have their liabilities, their loans to pay, and they cannot meet with their cash flow, so they have to take on loans. They are also then lending to another group of people who actually want to short the market, who basically think the bear market is going to be here longer and need more funds to actually short the market. But basically if they make a profit from the shorting, then they can actually pay off the loans, and then they still get a profit. Let's just quickly read it. The cryptocurrency bear market has reached its savage claws into nearly every corner of the crypto industry, tearing down everything from mining to token sales. However, Bloomberg has reported that one small piece of the industry has managed to thrive in the midst of the bloodbath lending. Who are the companies, right? Basically, you say. Now, when it comes to lending, the bull market is good, but the bear market is better. It's putting lenders on both sides of the Bitcoin's bust, helping believers pay their bills while waiting a rebound, and also enabling bets by people who think the drop has further to go. Who are the companies? Basically, one of it is BlockFi. Has reported that both its revenues and customer base have increased to the tune of 100% since June. Now, this is interesting. Galaxy Digital founder, Mike Novogratz, also has investments in this company. So what do? This company, BlockFi, actually lends fiat money to clients that deposit their cryptocurrencies. So cryptocurrencies is actually the collateral, And basically, they have seen interesting, very low risk type of lending. So they have not even suffered any principal losses. Another company in this space, the crypto lending space, is ETHLend. It's preparing to expand its presence in the US and is nearing profitability. Another one called Genesis, they have now outstanding loan of 140 million, but they've issued 700 million so far, and they've been profitable from day one. Okay, very interesting, right? Another piece of news, again, India is in the news. He basically said, right, a global financial body, which includes India, says cryptocurrencies aren't a threat. Excuse me. Now, this is interesting because the financial body, who does it include? It includes 20 countries, which include the major countries like US, UK, China, and India, right? And basically, their conclusion is that the virtual currencies, basically cryptocurrencies, will not threaten the global financial stability, and that's very key, right? Because then I think then basically this also gives them more support, right, to countries like US and UK to basically be very pro. They, like, for example, the New York story that they're coming out with a new task force on how do you regulate the cryptocurrency. That just means that basically regulators are they are taking a stance that they think this is going to come. I mean, after all, their citizens are going to use this regardless of what they say. So rather, than being on the fence or being very negative about it, it's better to regulate what they can, right? So this is going in that direction. The other thing is that also countries have come out and said that they're not going to issue their own digital currency, which is quite key. But that could also mean that they are probably looking at adopting all these stable coins, which are already a lot in the market. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, But I think all this will unfold in 2019. So interesting days ahead. Now, there's going to be another new crypto exchange called DGE. They will be launching a digital gold and crypto exchange in beta form. This is interesting because what it is basically they allow the trade between gold, which is hard precious metal, into cryptocurrencies directly without going through fiat. And that would be very interesting because I think this is the first one, quite a unique proposition, right? Because I mean, we have a lot of new cryptocurrencies exchange that's going to be launched, very soon this year. But a lot of them, seem to be more of the same, So, but really, then DGE is really a bit of a different because you can definitely target people who have precious metal, who then want to interchange into cryptocurrencies, right? And that is interesting without going through fiat. So very interesting, definitely. Okay, let me just quickly read. Two new platforms designed to let users convert gold into crypto assets and vice versa are gearing up for launch. Blockchain developer DGE announced the beta launch of its gold trade platform, Digital Gold Exchange, and cryptocurrency exchange CoinZeus. So the DGE of Digital Gold Exchange is an electronic gold exchange that has signed a supply agreement with Korea Gold Exchange 3M to give users the ability to exchange between cryptocurrency and gold. Users on the platform will be able to trade directly with each other on a single platform that plans to expand far past that of gold, so to other metals and gems like white gold and diamonds. So again, this is very interesting. This is basically allowing people who have all this precious metal that probably lying around in their vault, right, to now make use of this to exchange into cryptocurrencies. And that is definitely, it will have its own market for sure. And this is a very unique proposition, I think. Yeah. Cool. So first, of course, they're going to, their exchange is going to have, of course, the major coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other major coins. I didn't say exactly what, but of course, I guess it also will depend on consumer demand. Now they're at beta phase. That means they want to really see, is there any issues, is any bugs that they need to fix before actually going on live. So this is really interesting. Yeah. Next, and the last news for today, basically very interesting, is a cannabis related coin called Paragon. It has spiked up close to 10,000% in just 24 hours in a parent pump and dump scheme. So Paragon is, in terms of market cap, right, for all time round, they are always in the 200 ranking, right? So it's really, really small in terms of market cap, which is their coins is like less 10 cents thereabouts, yeah. But on January 1st, they have managed to spike up to $10. Yeah, this is what I show you. This is what it is. Basically, if you look at coin market cap at January 1st, right, they have managed to go up to $10, bringing their market cap to close to 700 million. And now, all right, of course, after all this pump and dump, they are now back to just 19 cents, right, at just 12 million, right? It's crazy, right? So be really, really careful. And of course, so what happened with the spike? They have managed to inch up to the 20th spot in the top ranking by market cap of coins. It is not exactly sure what happened. How did they manage to, just get to such high prices, right? But it could be just people pumping in good news, right? But the thing is, what they are trying to do is, this is related to cannabis, and definitely it got the free marketing, right? Definitely just from all these news, basically. Is their vision is basically trying to bring a lot of transparency to the cannabis industries. They're trying to put everything from the seed, from the plantation of cannabis onto the blockchain, right onto the sales. So the whole supply chain process is basically will be recorded on the blockchain. That's what basically they're going to do. And the thing is, most of the transaction that led to the price increase happened in only one exchange called Ubits, right? It is still not clear what exactly happened. But, the thing is then, be very careful about this kind of pump and dump schemes, right? Really, I mean, these are basically people, what they will do is that, they will be people just pumping out news that, buy this coin, but actually when the prices are increased so much, the people who have those, who bought low, they are actually ones who are going to sell. And that is basically investors who are unsophisticated, who basically buy in at the high, right? They are the one who's going to suffer, yeah? Or they didn't cash out early enough at the peak. And then they basically, hold on to, shall I say, shitty coin, right? So be very careful when investing in small coins, right? Really, I mean, the general, I guess, if you're a newbie, definitely, right? Only look at the top 10 coins or max top 20, right? And even then, just you have to do your own research, right? If you look around, definitely, Twitter is a good place to start, right? But basically, if not, you can just also reference to who are the coins that are going to be listed on major exchange, and who are the coins that the platforms like ICE and BACT are going to list. Those are really the top 7 coins, right, that they are going to say that they are going to list. Yeah, so definitely check out CoinMarketCap for which are the top 7 coins, right? And if you're new, again, really don't be too risky, because yeah, you will then be really scared off by all this very volatile pricing. Yeah, so we definitely need more people into this space. And I really do not hope that newbies will be scared off by all this kind of bad news. Yeah, okay, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. For everybody who has watched or liked and subscribed, I really appreciate your support. And if you like this, right, please consider subscribing and share it with as many people as you can, right? Because we really need more people into cryptocurrency. Yeah. Thank you so much, and have a great day, everyone, wherever you are. And live with high energy, live with passion. God bless. Thank you.